2, 1.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zojalyx, and welcome to Star Wars: The Force Unleashed to Any Percent. I just want to before we get this run started, I just want to give a little quick, I guess, warning thing. So the PC version of the game has a huge tendency to crash, and so in order to prevent the crashes, we took out all of the cutscenes. So that just helps to prevent the game from crashing, doesn't affect the speed of the run in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, and without further ado, we are going to get started on the run and start counting down from 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this game. It gets started out. Well, wow, it gets started. That's right. I don't know. I cannot. I don't know. My brain can't think. So anyway, we got our little tutorial segment here. The game likes to do everything in threes, so we're going to hit things 3 times with our lightsabers. Apparently miss a force push because, you know, we're Jedi Masters. Force push things 3 times, and then use our force lightning to just kill everything. That just quickly gets us through this tutorial. And now we're just going to have this short little unskippable cutscene where Vader's gonna talk about telling us to kill Juno. We're gonna be like, nah, fam. So yeah, I like to refer to this game as Waifu Wars, and the reason for that is because everything that Starkiller does here is based around our waifu here, Juno. See, Vader kills our waifu, JK lol, it's actually a droid. And as you can see, Starkiller is just absolutely shook about it. And so he is going to, well, eventually just leave because he's like, okay, you want to jokingly kill my waifu? Well, I ain't about that. So we're going to escape from Kamino and go find Juno. And that's basically all you need to know about the plot of this game. Is that everything that Starkiller does is based around Juno and eventually wanting to reunite himself with the love of his life. Not relevant at all that he might potentially be a clone. We really, does that get explored at all? Not really. He could be a clone, could potentially not be a clone. We don't know. So, to escape from Kamino, we have our first falling section here. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be mashing our lovely force dash button. And what it does is, well, it makes us dash so we go faster. And then what else it does is it surrounds us in, well, the force. And that's an ability that we call Dashing Blast. You'll see me use it in a different variation later on throughout the run. And basically it destroys things and prevents us from taking damage. Or just overall helping us to not get hit, which slows us down, and we can go fast. So, we've got all these boys here we gotta kill, and we're just going to one quick lightsaber lightning strike combo. I'm gonna go over here, just quick check, make sure their enemies all there died. That just prevents a weird soft lock kind of thing. And then we're gonna come over here to this weird side of the map to skip a cutscene by just skip a cutscene just to, avoiding a cutscene trigger is the proper terminology. Oh, great, my controller's doing the thing. Alright, and then here the game's like, hey, use force grip, and we're like, actually, we don't wanna. We're just gonna dashing blast across. Okay, I'm just gonna quick. Sorry, audio's gonna kind of freak out a little bit during this little cutscene, because my controller's being weird. And so, now I'm going to talk about the movement in the game. So, the basic movement that we're going to be doing is called dash canceling. And what that is at the end of every single force dash, there's a little animation of Starkiller stopping. And we can actually cancel that animation by jumping and then dashing immediately afterwards. So, it'll just look like I'm just dashing, but the whole time I'm hitting left bumper A and then left bumper immediately afterwards. And so the timing for it is pretty lenient, but it can also be a little finicky sometimes as well. But it's really nice movement, just helps us to go fast. Alright, so we have our first major skip coming up here in a little bit. And what we're going to have is this little cutscene of the game introducing us to the ability Mind Trick, which we don't actually want. Well, we will be using it, but it won't be until the very end of the game. So, what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to pick up this experience holocron and then enter into this cutscene trigger. Starkiller's leg glitched out there for a split second. And then there's this turret you'll see in the background. What I'm going to be doing is jumping on top of that turret to then get me over a bunch of fights. So I'm going to run over here. Okay, Dashing Blast didn't go off. Sometimes it does that. So we're just going to reload the checkpoint and try it again. And then, so, jump. Okay, my camera glitched out there. That was weird. My controller is being a little funky. So I'm not playing on my normal controller because my main controller wasn't working. So, we'll see if this works. Okay, and now we've gotten onto the turret. And now we can jump over the fight triggers here. And so what we're going to be doing here is, you'll notice I'm just slapping into the shields here. That allows me to reset my jump counter. It's a really weird mechanic in the game. But it'll help us do a lot of skips later on. So now we've got another trick immediately coming up. We're going to come over here and do a 3-strike air combo to get on top of this gunship. And this gunship is going to carry us out of bounds. As you can see, very nice. Very lovely view of Camino and almost falling off the gunship because the game's like, hey, you shouldn't be on here. But we're like, actually we are. And we're going to come over here, activate this checkpoint, and fall down. Oh, okay. I didn't get TIE Fighter skip. Darn. Either way, first try on that out of bounds trick. I will take it. But now we're here. These TIE Fighters are going to show up. And we're just going to grip and throw them into this pillar. Just casual yeets. And then once we've hit it the third time, we just reload the checkpoint again to just skip the cutscene. There will be a lot of loads in this game, and that is because this game abuses checkpoint loading to skip cutscenes, as well as something else that I will be explaining later on in the run. But we can skip the cutscene and have our dash get just totally eaten. And then here the game's going to be like, hey look, you got this ability called Force Fury that every time you use it, the audio just breaks. And so we got these guys spawning. We're just going to kill them with our Force Fury and ending the first level. And so that's the end of the first level, Camino Escape. And now we're going into our second level. We've escaped Camino, and now we're going to go and save our mentor, General Jedi Master and Jedi General Rom Koda. And in order to do that, we're going to get some more broken audio, because thanks, PC version. We're going to kill some enemies here, and then this walker here is going to spawn. And with this walker, we can either force reflect its missiles and wait to kill it, or we can suspend ourselves in midair using a 2-strike lightsaber combo and lightning, and then get across here and strafe it while zapping it. And then now that it's dead, we can then just vibe here while we wait for the next group of enemies to spawn. These are Sith Acolytes. They resist our force powers, but once again, some nice casual yeets. Just 2 quick casual yeets to grapple and throw them off the ledge, and now we can keep moving. And now we're going to do our next damage boost strat. So we're going to be dashing across here, jumping up, dashing blast, 2-strike combo, and lightning, and my camera controller! Okay, we're going to have to do something a little weird here. There we go. Then we're going to grab that holocron. Oop, almost fly off the edge there. Which is going to give us this little tutorial. It's like, hey, you should upgrade. And we're like, actually, we're not going to do that. We don't want to do that. We're going to unlock our lightsaber throw ability. And then we're going to dash, jump, dashing blast to skip a quick platform. And then we're going to be faster than that shield can spawn because we speedy boys. So, the one thing that I was talking about in this game that we utilize checkpoint reloading for is if we go so fast, the game's memory gets overloaded and enemies just don't spawn. So, you'll be noticed, and sometimes that's really good. Sometimes it's really bad because we can't progress throughout the game if we cannot kill enemies. So when we hit, oh, that's the wrong way to menu. When we hit checkpoints that we need to respawn enemies, we reload that we need enemies to be spawned at. We reload the checkpoint, and then so we get our nice fun little loading screen, and then enemies respawn. And we zap. Okay, that stormtrooper is super committed to, like, whacking you with this gun. So yeah, when stormtroopers are committed to whacking you with their guns, when they hit you with their guns versus just shooting you, you actually can stagger, and we don't want to stagger when trying to throw our lightsabers. So here we're reloading the checkpoint again, because for some reason, if we reload the checkpoint, it lets us go up the elevator, but if we don't reload the checkpoint, it doesn't let us go up the elevator. And you're probably wondering, what elevator you're talking about? That one. So, we're now going to be... Oh, ow. We're going to go into a dashing section where we're just going to dash away from being killed by a big spaceship. And then after we dash away from said big spaceship, we are going to do another trick called Casino Skip. And Casino Skip is another out-of-bounds trick that I'm going to be explaining during this dashing because it requires me to focus. So I'm going to be going out of bounds, and then while I'm out of bounds, I'm going to be maneuvering in a way that allows me to find that allows me to hit a checkpoint, thus skipping to the very bottom of the casino. But if I don't hit the checkpoint right, I can just fall. And a lot of the maneuvering, I have 0 visual cues for my maneuvering while I'm out of bounds. All of my maneuvering out of bounds just has to be purely off of just how it feels. Okay. Dashing blast didn't, or the dash didn't go off. This trick can be kind of difficult. There we go. Landed out of bounds. And we hit the checkpoint. Nice. Second try. I will take that. I was about to get water, and then I realized you can't really get a drink for a few levels yet. Alright, so we have this door here, and this door is annoying because this droid here is a carbon droid, and it's going to freeze the door. So I figured out a way to position yourself so that way you can get through the door pretty consistently, but even still, it's only mostly consistent. And that's the thing about mostly consistent, is it's still slightly inconsistent. Like that. And we slipped through. Cool. Alright, so I need to grab this holocron here, because that unlocks the Guybrush Threep Killer costume. Then I will switch at the next checkpoint we have, because every time you switch costumes, it reloads the checkpoint. Oh, there it is. There's the checkpoint. So this is the costume you guys donated for, and I'm going to have to remember that each time I reload a checkpoint to just quit out and go back in. So here we go. We've got Guybrush Threep Killer, this wonderful guy that you guys donated to be in this run. I don't normally activate in this early, but I figured, why not? It's Hekathon. But I won't be just pausing to reload cutscene checkpoints every single time, because that can take up a lot of time to have a bunch of extra loading screens. Oh, whoa. I just heard the ship actually make noises. I've never heard that before. Look at him. He's beautiful. So yeah, for this area, it's basically an auto-scroller. We just are going to be reflecting missiles as they come through. Yeah, so like... Which, this is Force Reflect in the game, by the way. Nothing really all that cool. It's just, hey, let's Force Push a missile and call it Reflect, because you're pushing your block button versus Force Pushing. But hey, he looks pretty freaking swag. Especially since it's Guybrush Threep Killer. He is the most swag of the swags. So yeah, this level will be ending here soon.
We got a couple of donations if you want me to help you out here.
I will have time for donations in just a little bit, because I got more stuff going on here. Alright, so... Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, so now that we got our 25,000, we can then activate... upgrade our lightsaber throw, which is going to allow us... Which is going to make our lightsaber throw just slightly more powerful, and then continuing to now bash our face into things to go fast, and then here, doing another 2-strike combo, and lightning to suspend us in the air, allowing us to skip this gap, because why not? Rather than... It's faster to go through than go around, as you know. And then slap our face into a shield. Oh, and that clutch camera center to save my life. Alright, now coming up here, we have another pretty difficult trick. What's going to be happening is I'm going to be coming up through here. This checkpoint is going to load. And then we're going to reload it, as we do. And while we reload it, I'm going to be holding up left on the left stick, left on the camera stick, and then I'm going to be mashing jump to get onto that gunship, onto this gunship, and then this gunship is going to carry us out of bounds. And then we're going to jump off at the right time and dashing blast across and reload the checkpoint once again to reset the level, and then we're good to go. Easy first try. Guybrush Threep Killer is an absolute legend, and that's actually one of the hardest tricks in the game, so to be able to get that first try is really hype. So, for this little fight here, we're just going to be dashing back and forth to avoid damage, and then reflecting missiles again. It's pretty self-explanatory. So now we can read those donations.
Alrighty, sounds good. We got a couple of them earlier before this one. We had $10 from, pretty sure the name is Richard Mill. It's just spelled backwards. That says good luck, Smashy. So it's a late read there. And we also had $65 from Jay Kramer that says good luck on the marathon. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Nice. So we were able to hit 2,000. That's absolutely incredible. You guys are awesome. Look at Guybrush. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Guybrush? That's what I want to see. And more casual yeeting of the ship. Forgot to mention that. This game has a lot of casual yeeting. Oh, what? Okay. Alright, so now... Also, Starkill, it's a Beyblade. We're just waiting here for this elevator. Because we can't go up the elevator until it comes down. And then once we get in here, we're going to be jumping, and that's going to allow us to hit the loading zone for the next level before the elevator actually pushes us up to it. Nice little, like, 2-3 second time save there. It's pretty nice. And then now we're going into our first major boss fight of the run. It is the Gorog. The Gorog is... Ooh. Me not knowing how to speak and getting voice cracks. The Gorog is like a Rancor, but worse. So we're going to be starting off in this fight just mashing lightning. And you're probably wondering why we mash lightning versus, wow. Oh, is my controller disconnecting? It totally is. That's wonderful. I was wondering why I was having trouble mashing. Let's try that again. So, you're probably wondering why I'm mashing lightning versus, pushing and holding. That is because by mashing lightning, it uses up less force and does... Oh, I forgot to throw my lightsabers. And does just slightly more damage. So, which force conservation isn't really an issue in this run anyways, but it's just sort of a nice little quality thing there. So now that the chains are in place, we're going to get a QuickTime event, or is referred to a QTE for short. And the funny thing about this one is the game tells us to hold right trigger. Yeah, we don't actually need to do that. We just push it and we're good. Alright, so quick thing and just casually eating him onto the ground. Doing a lot of damage. Guybrush is the master of casual yeets. And then just continue. It's basically just a rinse and repeat kind of thing here. So nothing really too fancy schmancy. It's a nice little spot where you can get a breather after doing all those intense skips. Wait, what hit me? What hit me? I'm so confused. There's going to be a lot of button mashing in this run. Got our last QTE for this phase of the boss fight, and then we're going to go into the second phase, which is the primary reason why we upgraded lightsaber throw, but it actually comes in a lot more, it becomes a lot more necessary later on in the run as well. So we just throw his head down, well, yeet his head down, because I had never noticed his eyes like that before in that fight. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. Oh man. Fucking deer in headlights. So, we're in the second phase now, and the second phase is we're hoping for really good RNG. And because it's RNG in a speedrun, it's never going to go well. So we're waiting for the Gorog. Well, we're not waiting, but the Gorog's going to do a couple different attacks. And we want the Gorog to do his smack his hand on the platform and slide it across so we can be in the air and do a fully charged lightsaber throw to do a lot of damage to him. So you'll kind of see that happen here in just a little bit.
Whoa, wait, that'll bring the whole structure down.
Got a better idea?
Not so much, no.
So just a quick throw, and then I'm going to dodge out of the way. Wasn't able to do it fast enough. That's a little unfortunate. Bad RNG there, but that happens. And get more bad RNG. Which, I don't even think my attack went through that time. Okay, what? The game is being mean to me. There we go. Okay, my cat just took off down the hall. Interesting. Alright, so now that we've done the end of that little bit, we're going to do one jump, two jumps, one jump, two jumps, one jump, two jumps, dashing blast. That gets us onto here, where then we can just do a fully charged lightsaber throw to then advance the phase. And now we rinse and repeat yet again. Unfortunately, this part really sucks in the speedrun because it's just really slow, and there's really no way you can speed it up. Ow. Oh, okay, I don't know why I totally fell there, but okay. Wow, this is really bad RNG. Stop it. Bad Goron. Bad. But we finally got out of that phase. That was rough. So, then, once again, one jump, two jumps, one jump, two jumps, one jump, two jumps, dashing blast. To get up here, and then we're gonna have a small little cutscene that the game will actually allow us to move in, and so, like, we're just gonna be here, and you can actually, maybe if I'm doing it right and not dying. Cool, I didn't die. Nice. We're able to move through, and now we can enter this cutscene that we're gonna be chilling out for a while, and waiting for the now third phase of the boss, which is our second falling phase. And we're going to be dashing to get into a specific area, and then we're going to be throwing our lightsaber and mashing lightning during all of that, to then do a lot of damage. Again, really kind of slow area, but then eventually the run is going to pick up again, and go from rather being a lot more movement focused, it's going to be, or no, rather than being skips focused, like the first three levels were, it'll be a lot more movement focused. So, here we are in our dashing section. My camera's gonna break here because my camera always breaks.
Oh, help me, damn it!
But luckily, we can still do what we need to do. Alright, so now that we're here,
Can't get free.
I'm mashing X and Y, as you can see. That way, while I'm in the animation of the lightsaber throwing, I can still shoot lightning.
Not much time left.
Coda says there's not much time left, but there actually is still a good chunk of time left. Like, they give him a health bar, but it doesn't matter. We were able to do this pretty quickly in just 3 phases. See that? Pretty fast, pretty good. And now I'm going to be mashing A while Guybrush Threep Killer decides to now casually yeet himself through the Gorog's chest. Because he decided it wasn't worth it to do it any other time except for now. And screaming the whole time he's doing it. It's sort of like his, it's like a Dragon, I don't know what the Dragon Ball Z, is it Dragon Ball Z? I don't know, my brain can't think of what I'm going for. Alright, so here we are. We are now in the hardest level of the game. We're gonna lose Guybrush Threep Killer here for a second, and because this is, I'm not gonna worry about reloading it, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But this is Dagobah. This is the hardest level in the game. Alright, we got this small little cutscene here. Alright, so I gotta really focus. Come over here, grab a quick holocron. See if I can do this. Yeah, we did it. That's Dagobah. Really easy. Oh, crap, my game crashed. Oh my gosh. The game's like, nah. No memes for you. Hey, guess what, guys? We get to do Dagobah again! Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. That couldn't have been the better way for the game to just be like, we're gonna spite you. I haven't had the game crash on me on Dagobah in a long time. So yeah, it's a really short level. The whole point of this level is Starkiller's like, I should probably, you know, go find myself before I reveal myself to my waifu. So yeah, we're gonna go to Dagobah. If we had the cutscenes on, there would be a little conversation with Yoda that he actually has. And then after he has the conversation with Yoda, he's just like, okay, we're good. We can actually go see our waifu now. So that was Dagobah Part 2. And now we have this pretty decently long unskippable cutscene about Coda complaining about the Alliance. Starkiller just kind of like, yep, okay, cool. You can see he looks about as interested as when your grandma's telling you about that story about when you were a 5-year-old kid all over again.
Only a symbolic victory.
Have you told her that I'm with you?
I wish Yoda talked about the seagulls. That would be amazing.
She sees you first, knows that you're really back.
So yeah, now Starkiller's like, hey, is Judo here? Where's my waifu? All I care about is my waifu.
It doesn't matter.
And he's just like, well, we'll find her. Calm down. He's like, okay, fine. Oh, by the way, here's some like really important information about the base that I was captured on, but you know, I didn't actually worry about giving it to you until now when it was relevant, rather than, you know, before I dropped you off at the spaceport and went to Dagobah.
We can't pull off an attack like this without your help.
Oh hey, you guys wanted plot thickening? The ship's under attack!
We have to reach the bridge!
We've lost power to several areas of the ship.
I knew this was gonna happen.
And the ship is under attack because Starkiller saw it in a vision and didn't think it relevant to, you know, tell anybody until after it was literally too late. More Mom Look No Hands cuts, quick time events. Where, oh yeah, we got, so in the first game, there's our droid Proxy. Shoutouts to The Claw, the movie, as he grabs our ankle and scares the crap out of us. And then we're like, oh, hey look, you're alive, and you're my friend.
Where's Juno?
And then he wants to go on this long conversation about it, but we don't care. We just want our waifu.
The docking bay.
Order the attack, General. Master. Be careful.
Oh yeah, there's Boba Fett in this game.
What's this?
So I'm gonna quick reload Guybrush. So in case you guys were curious, yes, Boba Fett is in this game. Is he relevant? No. He's just a bounty hunter that kidnaps our waifu.
What's the situation, General?
So this level, it's like whole. Oh crap! There's gonna be enemies that spawn here that we don't want to spawn. Oh well. So this level's whole gimmick is those power conduits that we saw, and we just kind of have to deal with that. So we have to put them in the wall and then activate them. There are two kinds of ways that we move them. We move them either by using force push or by force grip, and we'll mostly be using force push. Oh, this is weird. Except for this one, we use force grip because of all these terror droids that are here. And then we just... Oh, one grabbed me. I don't like that. And then we're just gonna kill them all. And then we got all these terror droids here, and Starkiller's gonna have a flashback that doesn't actually exist because we removed cutscenes, so it just looks like he's got a really bad headache. Oh yeah, and we can do force repulse now.
I've seen these terror droids before. Vader's developing them on Kamino. Warn your men.
And then he's just vibing, waiting for this elevator to go down. And we're jumping over those terror droids because, yeah. And then we're going to come over here. See Juno taking a nap on the floor. It's a really odd spot to take a nap, honestly. But, yeah, there she is, taking a nap on the floor. And we're going to come here, get this cutscene for these terror troopers. They're the worst enemies in the game. I absolutely despise them. Guybrush's face. You just can't take him seriously. Now, are they actually going to be spawned? No, did they still not spawn? Yo, poggers! So this is a weird instance where enemies not spawning is good, because while we don't need them to spawn, they can then just get in the way. So not having enemies spawn is amazing. So yeah, like I said, this whole level is now movement focused. We're going to be having some smaller skips, but for the most part, it's just going to be movement and stuff. Oh yeah, we blew up the room before we even entered it because we're cool like that. It's our waifu! Oh yeah, there's Boba Fett, by the way. Guybrush looked so, like, tired. I've never activated him this early, so this is a lot of new experiences for me as well. Normally, I only use him for the last boss fight in the game.
Something big.
That's where I'm going.
So, we're gonna do a little death cutscene skip here, if I can do it right. I haven't been able to do it recently. So, we're gonna dashing blast into this cutscene, and that should have us die. Oh, nope, I failed it. A little unfortunate, but that does happen. What? What? I just got saved by like a pixel on the wall. That was incredible. I've never seen that. That has never happened before. Alright, so this room that we're in here now, we're going to be doing a lot of like small skips. There are these engine room cylinder thingies, but they have slight little pockets we can slip through. And then we're just going to dash through all of the things to then get to where we need to go, even though the game's like, you shouldn't go through here. We're like, actually, we will. There probably is a way to time it, but we just don't. Oh, I can go through that one. Nice, I hit that cycle. And then we're going to come over here. We got a pretty precise jump, and hopefully my camera behaves so I can do it properly. And we got it. Nice. And then we're going to upgrade our saber damage here. And upgrading our saber damage is going to be really beneficial for this next boss, the Terror Walker, which is this big honking droid that's absolutely annoying to fight.
No! Coda, they're gone. Send the order to attack or I will go without you!
Already done. I've told the Alliance we have just this one chance to strike. The fleet will converge on Camino.
So yeah, this boss is one of my least favorite fights in the game.
Luring you back to him.
Yes, I know, but he won't be expecting the entire rebel fleet.
My thoughts as well. Let's hope we're right. Prepare for light speed.
And then immediately we're going to reload the checkpoint because this skips a cutscene that's not relevant. And then we're going to be doing a AI manipulation. So we're going to be moving at a kind of slowly at the start of this fight. And the cutscene still played? Once again, that has never happened before. I wonder if I have to change costumes for this one. I've never seen this before, actually. Looks like we have to change costumes. So everybody say goodbye to Guybrush for a second. So during this fight, we won't be able to have Guybrush. That's a little unfortunate. So we have to raise these pylons here. I'm going to be moving slowly. This is so that way the Terror Walker will be in a specific spot. Oh, okay. And we don't want him to turn around. Don't turn around. Don't do it. Cool, he didn't turn around. Now we can just dash our way over here to this one. Lift up this last pylon. Please, controller, stop being weird. So his shield's going to go down, and now that his shield has gone down, we're going to grab this explosive canister and casually yeet it at the Terror Walker to drop him onto the ground. And then we're going to do three lightsaber attacks and then lightning to do just a little bit more damage, as well as it will damage all of the enemies around us, preventing us from getting staggered while we are trying to kill the Terror Walker. And now here, we've got all these. We can just dash all across to activate these little generator conduit thingamajiggers. Maybe these are just the power converters that Luke was going to pick up at Tashi Station, but didn't. And then we just activate all of them, which will make his shield go down again.
Shield's down. It's all yours.
And we're going to... The explosive barrel's going to become a dud. And all of the others are going to explode. That's marathon luck if I've ever seen it.
Don't stop now. You got it.
And now, we just wail into him. To finish him off and casually eat him into the reactor. And that's the fight. What? Wow, this game is pulling out all of the weirdest things because I've never seen the reactor go off after the fight. But then we jump on his head because using grip like the game intends is not fun. And now we've ended that level. So we're going to... Maybe the game will let me pause. Is it not going to let me? Okay, I'm going to wait to bring back Guybrush so we don't have to watch this whole cutscene all over again. But we need to clear the deck, so we're going to clear the deck. Also... You thought Darth Vader was the only Sith after Order 66? Nope, you're wrong. He's not the only Sith. Oh, what? The game is behaving so weird. Like... Like, I have legitimately nowhere... Oh, I got shot by a missile. Okay, so this is where enemies get really annoying because that ATST can decide that its lasers will stagger. Don't know why. But it's really annoying. Hi, you're just vibing there, Mr. Stormtrooper. We don't really know why the lasers sometimes stagger, because it's not consistent. Either sometimes they stagger, or they just don't. Oh, hi, there's a bomb here. Go away. Oh, yep, and they're just gonna consistently stagger, so I kind of have to, like, do some weird improv thing here. Okay, and there's another stormtrooper shooting at me. Or there's two more stormtroopers. Interesting! So, yeah, remove the boarding ships. Well, if you just zap them, their hatches are like, bye.
Nice work. The hangar is clear.
Okay.
I'm lifting the lockdown.
Another, for some reason, cutscene you would have to watch again. So, we won't be able to reload Guybrush in just yet, but it will be soon.
We have Imperial troops in the engine room. You need to clear them out before they disable the ship. You can access the...
Guybrush activated. So we got more of our engine room skips here. That's one done. And maybe, there we go, we can slip through. So these ones, what we do is we purposely put ourselves up in the top and in the middle. So that way, oh, I messed that one up. So that way then, we, like, get hit and we're in it when we have iframes and can just slip through. And we just want to slip through here. So you remember that Force Fury ability that we got at the very beginning of the run that we've only used when the game wanted us to? Well, we're going to use it here again. And what it does is we can, if we mash hard enough, we can kill all of the enemies where the game is like, where the game's like, hey, you killed all the enemies, you can progress. Even though we actually didn't. We just killed them all before more spawned in, so the game thought we killed them all. Pretty nice thing there that the game does. No, I can't. I'm just going to repulse these nerds. So that way I can force grip this, and then we can do some more platforming here. Sure, that works. That was odd, but it works. And then now, we're going to have a magma droid that doesn't show up because he missed his boarding pod, apparently. Poor guy. We won't be able to fight him. Now, we just run right past him. It was quite the dramatic reveal, honestly. Now we're just gonna keep on going here. So here's an instance where moving it with force push is faster than moving it with grip. Just so that way, just because we don't run and use force grip at the same time, which is kind of annoying. Okay, random box.
Battle stations, all troops to positions. Prepare for Imperial boarding parties.
Wow, I'm getting stuck on a lot of things.
Pessimism to proxy. The guns are online and we're still flying. Not pessimism,
Boarding pod in the
Oh,
gallery, General.
another boarding pod that people apparently just like miss their flights. That's a thing that like Imperial soldiers do.
Prepare for Imperial assault.
And so now here we have to grab our little power converter thingy, conduit, generator, whatchamajigga, and we're bringing it over to this turret. And the reason why we're bringing it over to this turret is so that we can blast open the door. So we're just going to pick it up now and totally miss the actual turret itself. We're going to pop it inside. And while it's booting up, we're going to just start zapping it. Stand right here so that way it shoots us. I mean, the door. And then come over here, hit this checkpoint, and reload it. So that way we spawn the enemies that need to be spawned in.
Attention all stations. Imperials are boarding on all decks. Locking down all vital
And then we just do fully charged lightsaber throw to kill one of the walkers. Kind of dash off to the side while we then do another one. Wow, a fight that's actually, the enemies are actually kind of behaving. And we also just killed 2 rebels. Sending all of our jet troopers flying off. And now we get a direct hit. Yeah!
direct hit. Gone. The main cannon is offline. We're dead in the water without it. See what you can do.
Do I look like an engineer, General?
You're gonna look like orbital debris if you don't get that gun back online. Just get up there and do what you can. I don't care if you have to fire.
Now we're gonna fire this cannon. One shot, destroys the Star Destroyer.
Great shot. Now get up here.
going up this elevator, and we're coming to the end of this level, and we're going back to some more skip-heavy stuff. We've got 2 pretty difficult skips at the very start of the next level. Well, not the very start, because we actually have an auto-scroller first. But first we have to ride on this little tram thingy. And once all these terror droids are dead, the game will progress. And now we can just clip through. Okay, this is a spot where I really don't need the game to crash. Cool, we'll be fine. The game would have crashed by now. Alright, so we're going into the very last level of... Well, not the very last. It's weird.
It's a straight shot to the planet below.
We're going into the second to last level of the run, and what we've got is we're going to be, first of all, doing this little quick time event, and then going into an auto-scroller. So there's nothing really going on, so if there are any donations, now is a really good time to read them off.
Sounds good. We have $5 from the lucky one that says, Ryan is such a cutie. What a babe. Thank you so much, and thank you for your generosity. And that's about all we have.
I don't know who Ryan is, but okay.
Yeah,
Glad
me
he's...
neither.
No idea who he is, but he's cute. That's good to know. So, yeah. Starkiller's casually eating everything. So yeah, after this auto-scroller, we have one of the most difficult tricks in the run. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be... once we land on the ground, we have to go over to this rubble and open it before a turret kills us. Or not kills us, but shoots us. It won't kill us, it'll just hurt. So hopefully we'll be able to get it. Like I said, it's one of the most difficult tricks in the run. But I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Get out of there! You did it! There's no stopping that ship now!
Alright. So yeah, we're just going to be vibing here in this auto-scroller. Normally you would think, hey, it's a falling section. Can't you go faster? Well... technically you can, but actually you can't. It doesn't actually make you go faster because of the fact that the whole speed of this section is determined on the ship, not by you. So we're just gonna huzzah! Kind of do this like Superman charge thing, which actually doesn't do anything except just increase the duration of your dash. Look at that! It's amazing. Wait for it. Wait. No! Beautiful. Oh yeah. So you guys have probably been wondering where our waifu is. She's here on Kamino. And this is what happens when you take Starkiller's waifu. He gets so mad that he doesn't just casually yeet a TIE fighter. He very much intentionally and very angrily yeets a TIE fighter. With his bare hands, while holding lightsabers, because why not? Alright, for the sake of time, I'm not going to be reloading Guybrush until it becomes necessary. I just don't want to risk any more another game crash or anything else. But Guybrush will be showing up in the pivotal moment of the final boss, which is where he shines the best. Oh, cool. We got our trick first try.
Rebel troops have entered the base. Rebel troops.
General, I'm making my way into the city. I have to find Juno.
We're not far from your location. We're coming in behind you.
And so now we've got another trick. We've got our last out of bounds trick of the run. We're going to be coming up here, and we're going to get over to join our boy Ramcoda.
We'll deactivate the security screens in your sector.
So this is another really difficult trick because we got to do a double jump, another 2 air combo suspension, and we need to just get as far as we can. Nice! We got out of bounds for right away, which is really good. And then we're going to be dashing over here, staying on the left side because of invisible walls and stuff. And continually moving. And then dashing glass through this wall that doesn't actually exist, and we got it. That trick saves a lot of time.
Starkiller, I know you want to find Juno, but we need your help. One Jedi could turn the tide of any war.
I'm only here for Juno, General.
Blast it! We need you in the front lines. The Imperials have regained control of the security
Oh,
center.
and then we have to avoid all these enemies. Which we do by just moving like we do with our dash canceling, which we've been doing all run. And we're going to drop here and immediately reload our checkpoint, which reloading our checkpoint means we can pull out Guide Rush again. Alright, so now here's hoping... Cool. So, we've got our little magma droid here. We're going to pick up his shield and casually yeet it back at him. Do a fully charged lightsaber strike. And do some force repulses when these terror droids get close, which they're being really dumb. And then... Okay, cool. We got our Force Fury again, and we're going to be mashing it with the wonderful audio sounds that we get. To kill the terror droids before the we kill the terror droids pretty quickly. Cool, and then we're going to, that's the wrong button. I need to open my upgrade screen. We're upgrading Mind Trick for the last fight in the game.
I can't.
I know how you feel about her, but she's just one officer.
Alright, for the sake of time as well, I'm going to give this trick I'm going to be doing here one attempt, but it's one trick that I really struggle with. So, and if it doesn't work, we're going to have to just go into kind of game intended. Come on, give me up. Ah, shoot, okay. Didn't work, but so we're just going to have to do it a different way. Which is unfortunate, but I need to just, for the sake of time, because I'm actually kind of at risk of going overestimate, and I don't want to do that. I probably could have saved it had I reacted fast enough, but my reaction was halted. So we just need to wait for all these guys to explode to have this be brought up, which will then... Whoa! What exploded? What? I'm confused as to what ate my jump there. Uh-oh. I'm still gonna be able... Okay, we're good. There we go. So we can now go up here and... Ooh. Get some real sketched out platforming here.
Yeah. We were able to hold them off. Barely.
Okay, quiet. Coda. There are thousands of them.
So, yeah, one of the things... I think I mentioned it earlier in the run, but if you
They're strong in the force.
do a 3-strike combo while you're in the air, it slightly brings you up, slightly increases your jump height, which allows you to get slightly higher, thus allowing us to do those skips. This is the worst door in the game, by the way, because we're going to get hit probably a lot. Or we'll get hit twice, and it actually behaves, even though it never behaves in other marathon runs.
Star Killer.
We don't know what you're looking at yet. I told you, no one can clone a Jedi.
I hope you're right.
But some more platforming here. Sorry I'm not really talking about it. I need to focus because it's really easy to overshoot something and fall.
Don't you leave us here.
I can't wait any longer, General.
Listen to me. You can't do this alone, and we can't take this facility without you.
But we managed to make it through.
There's no time. I'm sorry, but you know that I have to.
Oh man, we're going to be cutting this really close to going over estimate. So we're going into the final boss of the game. And we start off with this really anticlimactic, just walking section.
Don't go in there alone. The Dark Lord is waiting for you.
She's close, General. I am not stopping.
We're losing your signal, Star Killer. Just stop.
What's going to be happening is we're going to get these dramatic QTEs with Darth Vader.
Juno! Juno! Where is she?
So this first one we automatically fail. You actually can't do anything with it. But he's going to knock us down.
Say something!
And then we're just going to push him away. Starkiller's going to get another headache.
Vader! Come out! Juno!
Who are you?
Juno, it's me!
You're a monster. A thing.
Juno, please!
You're Vader's puppet. Just a body filled with the memories of a dead man.
Speak! What have you done to her?
So, pretty simple. There are 3 different kinds of things you can do in each of the QTEs, and that's hit X, hit left trigger, or do a left control stick down. Left stick down is the slowest of them all. Alright, so I need some Bless RNGs to see if Vader's going to cooperate, because when we're fighting Vader, there's a huge chance that he will not cooperate, and he will wow, my brain can't think. And we can get a lock while actually fighting Vader that's not intended, and if that happens, we lose a lot of time. So hopefully it doesn't happen. Oh yeah, also Force zombies.
I knew it was only a matter of time before you returned. Now you will surrender to me, or you will die.
Lifelike, I see you in chat. I see what you're doing. So what I'm doing right now is hitting him with Force Lightning to distract his lightsaber, and that puts him over the health threshold to then go and do this, which I'm gonna actually realize. I actually just realized I'm gonna have to reload the checkpoint twice to make sure that we have Guybrush for the end,
Destroy him.
because that is when it is the most pivotal for Guybrush to exist.
I will break you.
So yeah, Lifelink is another runner of this game. Actually had like was a very hard target to beat for world record. So he was my goal to beat, and I was able to do so. I don't even think it's been a year yet. But he's another absolutely fantastic runner of this game. Gave me a really, really hard challenge to get the 108, which is my current loadless world record. It's beatable, but really difficult to beat, because this game is not an easy game to do well in. Okay, gonna do 2 combos there before I... Wow, okay, Vader is, like, kind of behaving right now. Okay, I've already got him past the next health threshold, so we just need him to activate the tubes. Please. Thank you.
Kill him. You are a shadow of your former self.
Then jump up here. Starkiller gets another headache.
The woman is meaningless.
Jumping over here, and now this is where the main part of the fight comes in. So Vader's gonna spawn these zombies, and right now we're just going to ignore them while we jump over to go fight Vader and do a couple lightning 3-strike combos again. But when the zombies come over, wow, Vader is just like, sup fam. We're going to be using our mind trick, and the reason why we use mind trick is because that will make Vader distracted and force him to fight the other zombies that spawn. So we want him to fight the zombies because then we can get a lot of damage. Oh, he's still blocking me, I don't know why. Wow, all these zombies are just not behaving. I don't like this. I do not like this at all. This is scary. Okay, that worked.
I made you, and now I will destroy you. Now.
Oh, Vader didn't like recoil animation. That's weird. Okay, I'm kind of like in like hyper focus mode because we're in like the end game segment. I'm just trying to like play it safe as well as go fast because of how close we are to being, because of how close to estimate we are. Cool. We only have to do this a couple more times. That zombie jumped right into my lightsaber. Absolutely amazing.
Destroy him.
And this is now the last section of zombies. And that actually went pretty well.
Destroy him.
Oh no! The game ate my input and I died! Oh my gosh. We now have to do all... Oh! Wait, what? Okay. What is... I'm so confused as to what is happening right now. Where's Vader? What's going on? Wow. Well, this game sucks. That, like, was the most moments before disaster moment in a marathon. What is happening? This fight is so scuffed. This fight's broke. There's just zombies over on the other side. Just Jake chilling. This is so weird. Lifelike, I blame you. It was going super well. And then you mentioned how inconsistent this fight is, and I get something that's never happened to me before. Ow. I can't move. I can't move. What is happening? I don't understand. This was all going so well. And it all has fallen apart in an absolute instant. Please, let me. Thank you. No. No, Vader. Okay, go! Vader's... What? This is so weird! He's spawning the zombies. Wait, so it's gonna... Okay, that activated just fine. We're good. This is the most scuffed marathon run of my life. Oh my gosh. Well, that sucks. We are... Yeah. So now you can enjoy this cutscene of Guybrush getting really mad as we reunite with our waifu. Well, he's not getting mad at... Never mind. Just watch the cutscene and enjoy.
For me, or she dies.
Wait! I will do your bidding. Just let her go.
Find and kill General Kota. If you refuse, the woman dies. You will return to me and give yourself.
This cutscene is really long.
If you resist, she dies. And when your training is complete, you will hunt down and execute the rebel leaders. If you fail, she dies.
We get it. If I do anything that you don't like, she dies. But what if she doesn't do anything you don't like? Oh, guess what? She dies. So Vader just casually yeets our waifu out the window. Guybrush doesn't like that very much. And so, with this... Oh good, Vader spawned. We're going to just go ham and hopefully provoke a lightsaber lock.
I'll tell you!
Rise above this. She means nothing.
And so, we want Vader to, we want Vader to initiate the lock while we're over here by this pillar. And you'll see why.
If you wish to join the woman, so be it.
Watch his health just get absolutely deleted by this pillar.
Rise above this. She means nothing.
And now, ow. We want to Just continually go ham. Vader, please. Please. Vader. Vader.
To know where you came
Thank you. Whoa! What is this block? Well, Vader's dead. Is it gonna fix, or is it still gonna be...
She loved you, man. She would have never loved you.
You will die where you stand!
And we're shoving Vader once again to delete the last little bit of his health. And while you're thinking, hey, Vader's health is gone, that means you're safe, right? No, we still have one more QTE and then a nice, like, minute unskippable cutscene or something like that, because the game timing doesn't end until our last input, which is choosing the ending of the game. Which, since we don't have cutscenes, you won't know what ending we pick. Or maybe you will. I don't know. You'll find out. But essentially, that is the run after the end of this QuickTime event. Thank you so much for watching the run. Apologies for going over estimate. This run was really scuffed in a lot of ways. But it was fun. I had a blast. So, yeah, Guybrush is just gonna go ham. I don't know how Vader survives this. But, yeah, just check this out. Also, this part of the QTE I like to call is Look Mom, No Hands. Because the game is like, hey, you need to mash Y so that way you can blast lightning into Vader. But that's a suggestion. We're just not going to do that. We're just going to chill out. Guybrush will do it all on his own. Mashing Y does not speed it up at all. And all this lightning coming at him from Starkiller, and Vader still does not die. Would you think, like, his cybernetics would, like, malfunction or something? But, no, it doesn't. Alright, so we have this cutscene, and then we're going to be picking, our ending,
For her,
and that will be time.
not real.
They are real to me! Wait! You want him dead as much as I do?
Yes, but not yet. Not until he's told us the Empire's secrets.
So, yeah.
You want to take him prisoner?
This skin is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the run.
Put him on trial for crime.
Eventually, I'll be picking up the console version of this run because I've kind of pushed the PC version as far as I feel like I can.
We don't fear him any longer.
And so we'll see what I can do with the console version of this game.
He'll hunt me.
And it'll be an interesting ride, but I'm excited.
Only one who knows if Starkiller really survived.
But anyway,
Can't tell you if he's
time is coming up here, and time. And that was Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, 90%. Thank you guys so much for the run. I had an absolute blast. So,